the Lord of Anarchy tournament. Yes, he's God bless him. It's the time for the new generation. He's one of those guys that could do it.
Definitely. Well, good luck to him.
I know. So we're proud to. I'm gonna be there to represent him at the VOW show. So I can't wait. It's gonna be great.
That's awesome.
But yeah, a lot of good names on that card. I'm sure you've seen that card. It's huge, it's stacked. There's a nice promotion. I'm sure you would love to get over there sometime. VOW.
Definitely. Oh, they've got a lot going on over there.
They do. Some big announcements coming, I guess, in pretty soon too. They're going to launch out some more for 2018 or something. Get some more bookings and venues. I think they want to do a double death tournament. I would love it.
Ooh, I've been to those before.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a lot of things, toys and everything going on at once. I'll tell you what.
I know. It's a lot of building, and actually my friend built the owner just asked me if I wanted to help build. I said I'll help as much help as I can.
I think the most distracting thing for me in a double death situation is if I'm tending to my business on one end of the ring and I hear a crash, I want to see what it is.
Yeah. You want to take a peek.
My attention gets, and you take your eye off the ball. Mm-hmm. It's not a good thing with all those. So double death is a little distracting because it's enjoyable that you got like a front row seat to what your partner's doing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you have a job to do.
Yeah. So I'm going to help out and build some stuff. I told him, I'll help. I don't have to buy anything, so that's a plus. I'll just help out the best I could and help promote too. So I'll be there, with my podcast live. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun night.
That's good stuff, man. Yeah.
Afternoon show.
Anything that we can do to help each other. That's what this business is about.
It is. And more people that you can recommend to, I love it. Just bring them all.
Definitely.
Bring them all on. And whatever. And you're always welcome to come back again and again. That's what I love.
I appreciate it, man. I definitely appreciate it.
Yeah.
A lot of wrestlers don't see that podcasts are actually a really good way for us to not take a bump.
No.
And tell everybody who we are, what we're about, what we've been through, and
why
you should see us.
And I'm not paying. I'm not paying it.
Wrestlers should.
I'm just paying for a podcast service, and I'm just, hey, you know what, Joseph? I'm glad I started this when I did. I was like, I'm a fan of wrestling and deathmatch and indie wrestling. Why not just do it? And the name fits me well. Deathmatch Russell.
There it is.
It is.
The object of life, man. Do what you love and love what you do.
And like I said, I'll send you one of my shirts as a thank you.
Oh, that'll definitely get more rounds.
If you want to do a swap, we'll do a swap.
Proud.
If you want to do a swap, we'll do a swap. I would love to.
You can do a swap.
All right.
Why not?
All right, we'll do a swap. T-swap.
Yeah,
all right.
Do a swap.
The swap. Hashtag swap T.
Hashtag swap. You heard it here first. Mm-hmm. We're doing hashtag swap now.
But we have to let the fans know that you actually have shirts for sale. I don't have a link yet to PayPal or for people to buy shirts. I got to get that linked up pretty soon. But you have.
Oh yeah.
You have some shirts. If you want to say, go ahead. Tell fans. Tell them where you can find.
Well, we've always got
Schwartz.
Tons of merchandise. We've got goggles and T-shirts and we got hoodies coming up.
Yeah.
All you got to do is check me out on Facebook. Check Zodiac out on Facebook. Check Randy out on Facebook. We all have the merch. Yeah. We're easily approachable on the face space. So inbox us.
And the Twitter. And the Twitter zone.
My Twitter's at Gears of Schwartz. Mm-hmm. Nice and simple for all you gamer nerds out there.
What's this, a gamer game? Never mind.
No, it's 2017.
I know.
So it's gamer.
Yeah.
That joke would have been hilarious in 2005.
Right.
When I was a lot more ignorant.
Yeah.
It would have been great. I would have loved it. Young Joseph Schwartz would be kicking and screaming.
Do you? Joseph, I want to say something. I'll tell you after. Yeah. Go ahead. Remember when we were at the King of the Death and Kevin Hogan was there? You know what he said to you, General Schwartz? General Schwartz. Do you remember?
Yes. That was one of the most clever.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was clever, though.
It really was.
And I don't like admitting it.
I love watching that over and over, though. It's great. I love watching the The Disneyland chant for DJ was great, you know. And then Kevin gets up, I'm the fucking Muffin King, damn it, you know, to our buddy Jeff King, you know. It was great. He really had them.
Oh man, I was glad. His experience, I think he enjoyed himself a little bit more than I did. I really felt I had more in the tank.
Yeah.
At King when I made it to King, I didn't necessarily agree that the Prince.
No.
It did well for his. I didn't think it made his Prince of the Death matches look pretty impressive.
No. Yeah.
So I decided.
Yeah.
I can tell this story now because we both don't work there anymore.
Yeah.
I colluded with Mitch Page. And we said, we're going to steal the show to open the show.
Yeah.
And we decided that the best thing I could do was take a bed of thumbtacks.
Yeah.
Suspend it on 2 chairs.
Yeah.
Light that cocksucker on fire. And get pedigreed through it.
Yeah.
And so I said that.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's a good King of the Death match, but there's a lot of light tube. There's no.
Yeah.
I just wish, Connor Claxton and Jeff King and guys and Dale Patrick, those guys got clever.
Yeah.
But some of the guys I felt were a little complacent because they had the easy light tubes that year. And I said, fuck that shit. I'm going through this goddamn lit.
Did you know?
Fucking tax.
Yeah.
Fuck the world. And I love it.
Dude, I passed out. Did you hear about that? I was passed out in the sun. I passed out. I was getting.
That'll happen though.
I got sunstroke. Yeah. They were all kids.
I think I passed out after the pedigree though.
Really? So. But yeah, no. And I came to the end when John came through. You know, I finally made it to the end. You know, I don't want to go to the hospital.
Definitely.
I don't want to go to the hospital. Hell, you know.
No.
I'm not from around there. Come on, an outer town or going to the hospital? Nah. I'll rough it. No, plenty of water.
John Gray went to the hospital. John Gray went to the
hospital. I know.
John Gray, but I'm going to rip him.
No, he took a light tube or whatever. Yeah, he really...
He took a good slice, too.
Yes.
That sucks.
I was watching...
Freak accident.
I remember watching, the video, and I saw, remember the one light tube flew against the brick wall? Way in the back, towards where Mitch was? If you look at the video really close to...
Oh, I knew where he was, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, wow, this tube was sliding, you know? Yeah, the chicken too. Kevin's chicken was there. It was great. It was just Kevin and his chicken.
There you
Shoved
go.
in anybody's mouth just for a pop. You know, God rest our friend's soul, though. You know, gonna miss our buddy. I miss him all the time. You know.
Yeah, that is a shame. But it was nice to have gotten to know people.
I know.
And you really make these connections with everybody.
Exactly.
And you get to know, and it's just a shame, but it's nice that wrestling can provide that. You know, a lot of us are outcasts and we never fit in school.
Yeah. The bullies.
Wrestling brings a lot of people together that are looking for that.
His wrestling community.
A little camaraderie amongst nerds.
You know, he was big. I'm sure you saw all the stuff they did. CZW inducted him.
Oh, yeah.
Inducted him to the Hall of Fame, and his local fire department. All their money was raised, for the T-shirts of his. The Muffin Club shirts were raised to get back to the firehouse, which was very nice. Very stuff that, Kevin wanted, And then they inducted his cafeteria that he worked at the Delaware Memorial Bridge, made him a plaque, It was really nice. Really nice,
That's good to hear.
And then, of course, the Kevin Hogan Memorial Hall banner that hangs up at the On Point Arena. That's really cool, There's another place you'll got to get yourself. The OPW. That's a place to...
I'm game.
That Matt Tremont. Make that call, Come on, Matt. Come on, Matt.
Yeah, as much as I love...
I know.
I would love to call a lot of my friends. We're just myself and Zodiac and Randy were just...
Yeah.
I mean, we send out a lot of resumes and we send out a lot of stuff, but we try to just...
Stay low.
Do it on our own merit.
Yep.
I know it's just... the way we are, it's the way we're wired.
Yeah.
I would love... I mean, there's a lot of friends I could probably call, but...
I know.
Sometimes it takes a while to get to that call. I know wrestling's got politics. It's the way it is.
It
is.
It
doesn't exist is
I
a
know.
joke. It's there, but we try. We try to put in some groundwork first.
Absolutely. You're right. It's always that's what it's about. what else I was going to say? I just, I don't know. What do you got for me? Actually, who were your influences? How's that? Like old school. Let's go old school.
Definitely Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair guy.
Okay.
Like, I'm always a Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair guy. Yeah. Kurt Hennig. Always,
Mr. Perfect.
Always the heel to watch. Heel to watch. Mm-hmm. Anybody listening to this?
Yes.
Kurt Hennig, heel to watch. That's all you need to know.
Yeah. Yeah, he was always great.
He paved the way for guys like Kurt Angle and those guys to do their job on top of being, all these tremendous wrestlers watched guys like that so they could get their shtick down as well as the wrestling. So that's a guy. And then definitely a Kurt Angle while I was getting into the business and starting to understand things and wanting to be part of it. And then as I got into the business, I would say the same people. Yeah. And slowly guys like Simon Dean and the Hurricane, Shane Helms, those guys. Then those guys, as I got into the business, even though I loved their work and marked out for their work as a fan, I really got to know who they were as like people that love the business. Yeah. And you just don't find people
Simon
like that
Dean,
often.
you know what?
Awesome.
You know what? Nova. That was Nova, right? Simon Dean was Nova from ECW. He actually.
Yep. He gave me. So he's given me some of the best advice I've had in wrestling to date.
I always like to. I tell people every time that in my town, Iron Mike Sharp. Remember Iron Mike Sharp, the Canadian wrestler?
Oh yeah.
He had a wrestling.
Yeah, everyone knows Iron Mike Sharp.
Yeah, he had a wrestling school in my town for $5 every Wednesday or every Saturday. I'd go over there for $5 and watch Nova train, and I watch Shawn X-Pac as the 1, 2, 3 Kid. That's awesome. Isn't that cool? And even Malice, the Wall from WCW. That's wow. Big dude there,
Oh yeah, I actually went to school in Philadelphia for 2 years in high school, and I was fortunate enough because I went to a boarding school that my roommate would check me out so I could go. You had to check out for the weekend so you could go home with a friend. Yeah, and he introduced me to ECW. Yeah. And so I got to go to ECW shows for a couple of years, authentic, real ECW. I still have my original, I still have an original poster from one of the events.
Wow, that's awesome.
He actually picked me up an original BWO shirt because she knows I'm an original ECW mark. Yeah. So I used to go to those shows. I used to sit in that hot building. Yeah. And when I got to work at CZW, that was really cool to be on the other side of the guardrail for a change. Right. Yeah. I mean, you go there as a fan, then you go there to work.
You know what? I never got the opportunity to go to ECW there, but actually, there was a promotion that ran there. It was called Pro Wrestling Unplugged, and I used to watch Devin Moore and Drew Blood and Johnny Cashmere and Trent Acid when they were the Backseat Boys do a lot of matches.
Oh man,
how's that for the era?
Trent Acid.
Yeah,
Trent Acid, man.
Dude. I know.
Just Trent Acid, man.
Yeah, but to see,
And let me tell you something. When I was coming into the business and I was just watching tapes, but I was transitioning from fan to wrestler, Drew Blood. Scared the shit out of me. Right. I genuinely was scared for my life when I saw him throw strikes at people. So guys like him really draw you into the store. They really make the. I think a lot more people. I wish more people knew who he was. I know he probably contend. You're happy, but I think so much more of him than I think it's strikes and stuff like that. He just made me believe.
Yeah, I remember. I remember they had a match. It was called the Crazy 8, I think it was called, and it was Devin Moore swinging from a jungle gym, ropes on the ceiling and on a cage to a box to this and that. Pretty cool, You ought to. I'll give you the. I'll see if I can find the DVD title. I'll let you. I'll maybe pick yourself a copy of it up. It's pretty cool,
Definitely.
I love old. And Samoa Joe was on that card. He faced Corporal Robinson. Split his head open like jelly. Yeah, it was sick. It was sick. I was
oh man.
I know. I was lucky enough to see that. And of course, Balls Mahoney was there, and always loved Balls Mahoney, so everybody did.
Oh, yeah.
He was local from my area, so, you know, it was really cool to, I always tell the story. I was 18 years old, Joseph, when I was 18